Lots of people will be heading out very soon to climb a 14er or two. But a warning today from a Colorado couple this morning, and they're here with us to be aware of the weather. 14 years ago, husband and wife Brad and Melissa McQueen headed out to climb Mount Evans, but ended up having to be rescued after they got caught in what amounted to be a blizzard up there. Brad and Melissa McQueen are here this morning to tell their story, and welcome, guys. I've gotten to know Brad over the last few months online, and it's nice to meet you as well. And then I read your book, Exposed, and very insightful as far as what can happen on these mountains. What happened up there? This involved a non-technical 14er, Mount Evans, but Bierstadt was right there too, Melissa.
Yeah.
What happened?
You know, we went out just to take a quick spring 14er, just didn't even think much about it. Knew there was going to be some weather coming in the next day, but headed out and got a little lost and got laid up to the summit. And at that point, we could see this storm moving in for us. And so we tried to get down as fast as we could, but we didn't beat the storm down off the mountain.
And, you know, we're talking about, and it was late May, right? It was in May, wasn't it?
Yeah, May 20th.
And Melissa, you guys got caught out in the willows that night, and it wasn't far from the car.
No.
And you lost some of your toes.
Yeah, I ended up getting wet up to my knees in a creek I fell into. And so I was out wet and ended up actually, we made some more poor decisions, and I ended up barefoot that night in 10-degree weather. So I got severe frostbite on both my feet and ended up losing 8 toes.
That can happen. That can happen.
Yeah.
You are proof that that can happen. Now, you went on. You recovered from that. You've gone climbing after that.
Yeah.
You know, that's in your past now. What did you guys learn from that tragedy and then now triumph?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing we learned, Chris, is just to go into the mountains with a level of respect and preparedness. We carry the 10 essentials now with us every time we go. We were missing 3 of the 10 when we went that night, and that cost us as well as our bad decisions. So that's the biggest takeaway for me, is just that respect and preparation.
And we're seeing some of the photos you guys sent us here as we're talking. And what about you, Melissa?
Yeah, I would say, you know, it was a hard decision to decide to go back in and be comfortable being back out there in nature. But it's about that respect of the mountains and nature and never being afraid to turn back. You know, we always say going out is optional, coming back isn't. So, yeah, it's just being aware of what could happen and prepared.
Yeah. The book is Exposed, Tragedy and Triumph in Mountain Climbing. Brad McQueen, Melissa McQueen. And, you know, Brad, I can obviously relate to you in climbing Kelso Ridge 174 times now. I know it's funny because it's such a great training climb close to Denver. I mean, I know
Absolutely.
how it is.
Well, it's wonderful.
So thanks, guys, for coming in.
Great.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Good to see you guys. Tom, Kim?
All right, pretty interesting.